Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 2nd of May. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Pym.
And Gary, 2nd of May, can you believe January, February, March, April, a third of the year gone in a heartbeat?
Time flies when you're having fun, Phil.
Well, we are having fun, but I wish the whole world would stop spinning so quickly, because we're having fun, but time's just disappearing you are aging in front of my eyes.
Well, I tell you what, if I went to the cosmetic surgeons like you do, I'd probably look a bit younger, Phil, but I just like to do it au natural.
Speaking of that, Gary, I've just come back from Thailand, as you know.
Did you have your surgery done there?
Well, funny that you should say that, because I spent 3 days in Bangkok, and literally
it's a big business, isn't it?
Every street corner there is an advertisement for some level of surgery or cosmetic updating. But you know what amazed me the most?
What's that?
Is the number of Thai people that have got braces on their teeth. Now, if you think about this, dentistry in Thailand has become massive business. Australians are now flocking to Thailand to have their teeth done at a fraction of the cost. But, you know, if you think about braces, which are quite expensive in this country, every second Thai person in a restaurant has got braces on their teeth.
Well, that wouldn't be good for your consumption, would it? Because you get all your noodles caught and stuff like that.
Just amazing, because you know, Thailand is still not it's not a third world country, but it's not a first world country.
No, it's not first world.
Anyway, I thought that was interesting, and of course, you know, if you want your breast done, which you really do need at this stage of your life.
You're the one that's been there and had the work done for.
I think you should take a trip to Thailand. Anyway, viewers, had a lovely time in Thailand.
So what work did you get done?
Well, it was all about, we're doing a lot in apartment sales. And
there are a lot of apartment work on you?
In Thailand.
He's not going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and it's only for the X-rated version that we can divulge that sort of information. But have you had a good rest? Have you come back feeling good?
I did have a good rest.
Good stuff.
I did.
You need to stay rested.
Nothing. Sat by the pool underneath the shade as I do, and we just did nothing. Just ordered a bit of room service, swam in the pool, and it was lovely.
Well, when you go at our intensity,
30 degrees, Gary,
when you go at our intensity, you need to stay fresh, Phil, fresh and refreshed. And we've both come back fired and ready to go. The weekend's just passed, Phil. We've had our first kind of big weekend in 3 weeks, which is actually unusual for us to have 2 weekends off in a year, but really unusual. I'm not sure when we've done that last.
We never used to do it, because we never used to have a lot of auctioneers, so we were almost forced to auction every weekend when it was just you and me. Now we've got 6 auctioneers. We can actually have these massive weekends of 20 and 30 auctions, and then scale down to 0 when there's a public holiday or a school holiday. So I think that I think it's working really well.
It was interesting yesterday in the sales meeting, somebody talked about an agent that had 3 auctions on that Anzac weekend, and none of them sold.
And all 3 passed in.
So
I'd love to name and shame that agent,
but you won't.
But we won't. But bad luck to them.
No, well, let's not be nasty, Phil.
No, bad luck to the agent.
Let's not be bitchy, because there were 3 vendors that made a mistake.
I feel very sorry for those vendors. Having said that, you know, they could have come on board with us, and
we wouldn't have encouraged
had a successful result
this weekend. We wouldn't have encouraged them to have gone on those weekends, but they would have had an 80% chance over the weekend, Philip, because our clearance rate was 80%. Put the tower up against the industry average of 77. There's just a little edge above the industry average there, Phil. But we're going to talk about the ones that didn't sell this weekend, because we've got a little bit of extra time. Why not do something different? But hey, Phil, before we do that, it actually wasn't 18 out of 20. It was 21 out of 23, because on Friday night we did something very different, didn't we? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Well, Gary, it was lovely to pick you up at your house at 3:45, where I picked you
up,
and I said, Gary, we're going on a little journey.
We did. Packed a dinner,
and you bought a whole lot of work that we had,
some twisties,
and we had a business meeting as we drove down Kingsway onto the freeway, over the Westgate Bridge, and we saw those signs which said Torquay. I don't know how many kilometres it was, but it was a long way. We sat in the car and we drove to Torquay Friday night,
had a lovely time.
We did an auction of a land subdivision.
We got to know each other on the way there, Phil. But we did. We auctioned 3 blocks of land in Torquay for a family. And someone who knows and has done business with us.
Shout out to Alex and Deb Lyons, who are in the process of subdividing the family farm. Now, Alex is a real estate agency with a business down in Torquay, which is very successful.
It is, yes.
And he's very good at what he does. But he wanted to auction the subdivision. There are, I think, 15 lots, and we had an auction of 3.
And hey, Phil, I'm just going to show you this. Here's an article that was written in the Geelong Advertiser. I think this is hilarious. Let's put it on the screen now. Here's an article talking about the block auctioneer, like you're some Claudia Schiffer of real estate or something. You've come out got out of bed and done this auction.
Let's understand this.
Here it is, a feature, the block auctioneer.
I'm now a feature in the Geelong.
How's the sleeves, by?
I'm a feature in the Geelong Advertiser, Gary.
That's right, exactly right.
I've got to tell, I can't now go to Geelong without a hat and sunglasses on because I'm going to get mobbed in the street.
It was in the crime section there, I think, somewhere in the crime. But anyway, he was featured in the paper, gone down. Continue the story. Okay, I'll let you go.
So how clever is this Alex, right? He's got this land subdivision, and it is the most amazing subdivision. In fact, viewers, if you'd like to buy a block of land in excess of 4,000 square metres with views over Jan Juck and Bells Beach, I would recommend you speak to us. We will then put you in touch with Alex because we will then take a referral commission, of course. But it's something that, you know, if you're interested in a holiday house or, you know, sea change, come and talk to us because it's a great development. You know what, I've got to say, how clever is this, Alex? You can say what you want in a moment because I'm in the middle of the story. But Alex is so clever. Rather than have the auctions on site, where does he do it? In the winery next door. Now, I think this guy's onto something because they had registration at 6 o'clock.
Bidding at 7.
And an open bar till 7.
And you had people just go, 1 million, 3 million, 5 million. No, it wasn't quite like that. But
here's the thing. Everybody's come down. It's a community atmosphere, about 100 odd people there. But they've all had a drink or two. And when I called for bidding, they were relaxed enough to just start bidding.
Bang.
Right, I call for bidding, and normally we hold an auction in Melbourne. I call for bidding, and then there's silence. No one does anything, and I've got to go through a whole lot of theatre to get one person to put up their hand.
But how's this? Someone buys a second lot, and they turn around to us and they go, Philip Kiss and Gary Peer, we just sold a property in St Kilda with you. So that's incredible as well. But what I was going to say before you so rudely interrupted and shut me down in a very aggressive way was
There's nothing aggressive about that.
See, that's aggressive how you answered there.
That was aggressive.
I actually thought this would be a good buy. And I mean, I don't have a lazy, wouldn't be lousy, be lazy. I don't have a lazy 800 grand on my pocket, but I thought, these blocks are huge. They overlook the water. Were you thinking the same thing? I was thinking this is going to be so good in the years to come.
I was thinking, because I don't want a beach house on my own. It's too much work.
Oh, maybe we'll go together and buy
I looked at it and thought, I'll put in 400, you put in 400, if we had 400 each.
Yeah, if we could find
it. But you're right, because you just think 4,000 square metres of land. If you think
about that size, 4,000 square metres.
Our normal parcel of land within the Glen Ira area is around 600 square metres. So these blocks are 7 times the size.
Right. And with bay views. Anyway, just a bit off track, but we thought we'd share that with
Bells Beach, how good's Bells Beach,
It's very good for the surfy types like you and me, Phil. We've got the perfect surfy profile, haven't we? Phil, let's move into the sales on the weekend. We started off in Eildon Road in St Kilda. Well, Jeremy Rosens did a fine auction there.
Was that auction watching and helping? He did a great job.
Sold it for $1,190,000, well beyond reserve. Which is excellent. I wasn't there, Phil, because I was auctioning an apartment in St George's Road, Elsternwick, for some lovely clients who we've done some business with over the years. That sold for $632,500, Philip, which was great.
Again, in excess of the reserve.
You were in Toorak. We're jumping, suburb hopping like unbelievable, Phil. St Kilda, Elsternwick, now Toorak. You did the auction there for the apartment that sold for $1,320,000 in Orong Road.
We're on the market there. Is the price disclosed, Gary?
Yeah, the price is disclosed.
So we're on the market there at $1,260,000 and sold for $1,320,000.
Then we jump over to East Brighton. Philip Glenn Bricker handled that sale, but I think you were the auctioneer for it.
No, I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Jeremy Rosens must have been. That one sold for $972,000, well above expectation, Philip. So that was very, very exciting. Then we go to the property in Alfred Street that Leor did
Are you going to go
Sunday.
Through every
No, I'm going to go through 10 of them. If you don't interrupt me, I'll do it quickly. That one sold for $950,500 in Alfred Street. Well done to Leor and the team there, who did an awesome job. Phil, Sunday morning, Paran Grove.
I'm just going to interrupt at this stage. Rather than have to listen to
people want to know the results.
Gary, you don't know what I'm going to say. Viewers, you can actually,
didn't get
during
Palmer,
this
did he?
part of the GPTV,
went to the mean part of Thailand
and make yourselves a cup of tea if you like us on Facebook. Because if you like us on Facebook, we do a auction wrap of all of the sales on the weekend, both on Saturday and Sunday. And if you've liked us on Facebook, you'll actually get all of these sales
but not all the detail.
Saturday night and Sunday night.
Not the story.
Would you let me finish? Sorry, I'm going back to that
calm.
I'm going back to that calm.
You need to do some
Zen Thailand experience. But like us on Facebook, like Gary Peer on Facebook, and you get all this information so you can make a cup of tea right about now.
Even your own kids say you don't let me get a word in, but that's okay. Phil, that was an unbelievable auction. This property, we're expecting somewhere around that 650 to 715. That was the range, Philip.
Yes,
the reserve
Gary,
was
thank
720. Sold for $871,000. That was beautiful. No, I don't want to move that on because there were 7 bidders. I was the auctioneer and did a great job, Philip, and we're very excited, but that's okay. Blenheim Street, another amazing auction.
So is it Blenheim or is it Blenheim?
It depends where you're from, Philip. If you're from Cootamundra, it's Blenheim. So anyway, it sold for $2,500,000, Philip. That was a monster price.
This is massive.
Great property.
Look, it's the most
Beautiful
gorgeous
property.
house. Beautiful renovation. Everything ticked every box.
Yeah.
But Blenheim Street is a street full of apartment buildings.
Yeah, it is.
And it's right at part of the Carlisle Street buzz, which is a real selling feature.
Yeah.
But it also backed on to a railway line.
It was such a beautiful place,
Gary,
wasn't it?
I get it. I'm just pointing this out.
Well, that's right.
As
Some
to what
people,
a strong sale it was.
And I'm going to have to agree with you here, Phil, because
thank you,
that's
Gary.
okay, because people
We're
are saying
making real progress.
We're working on it. All that therapy is helping. But we are talking about $2.5 million for a timber home on a compact allotment on a train line on the back. But it was so beautiful, Phil. That's what happens.
You just virtually repeated everything I've said.
Yeah, but I came up with the idea first.
Get your own material.
It's only because you were reading my mind. Foster Street, Glen Huntly, Foster Avenue, Glen Huntly, Philip, that's undisclosed.
Shout out to the vendors there. She is an interior designer.
She do a great job.
Absolutely wonderful.
She's delightful lady.
Elisari is her company name, and if I've pronounced that incorrectly, Rosemary,
we'll put it up on the screen.
But we'll put it up on screen somehow, because I would recommend that you speak to this woman, because she's fabulous.
And her work is outstanding.
Incredible. Philip. And we've set the record price in Glen Huntly.
Unfortunately undisclosed.
And it doesn't matter. It's a record price, but it's worthy of being a record price, Gary, because it is so good.
And we're expecting the high ones, and suffice to say we did better than that.
Correct,
Philip.
Gary.
20 Oron Crescent, Philip, another interesting property, another architectural beautiful
Urban
home.
Empire.
Well done to you guys.
Urban Empire, I'll say it again, Urban Empire, because they've done the most beautiful job. Constructed 2 town residences there, Gary. We sold it to the most wonderful person who we both know well.
We do.
And
well done to you.
All the
She is a
very
lovely
best
lady.
moving into that property, but stunning property. Congratulations to Urban Empire.
Avoca Grove, Philip sold before auction. That was our biggest sale of the weekend.
Gary,
Congratulations to the vendor there, creating something beautiful.
Is the price disclosed, undisclosed?
No, it's not. It's undisclosed.
Undisclosed,
so
okay.
Close your mouth, Philip.
All I can say to you viewers, it was sold for many millions of dollars, as you would expect it to be.
Let's feature quickly these properties that are now for sale. There's Unit 1 at 9 Daniel Crescent. You can buy that for $339.
Got to be a buy.
Yep. How about this 49 Nowing Road? Great position, great block of land. For sale, I think
square metres of land.
Yeah, for sale, I think it's 2.2.
Got to be a buy.
That is a great buy. Robe Street, that probably will be sold by the time this goes to air. Philip, that's $399,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment with parking. Come on, that's a snap purchase. And $398 Inkerman Street, Secure to Reese, was passed in at 1.8. Haven't quite worked out the reserve, I don't think yet, Phil, but that one probably be under 2, and then it'll be a good buy. Phil, here we are in Bullrand Road, a spectacular home. We've got an interesting weekend of auctions to review. We've got the new laws.
This house
Everything's
is
happening.
Absolutely unbelievable. And as we sit here, I think we must entitle this edition to be the classy edition, or the formal edition, or
you're great with your headings, really inspiring
something
me there.
like that, because we're sitting in this lounge dining room of this quite contemporary home, and yet it's beautiful. Viewers can't see the open fireplace in front of us, but you can see the grand piano behind. Yes, Gary, that's a piano. But what a beautiful house. And then you go into the Kitchen Meals family room, have a look at this property online, because I've done a video tour there, and I thought I did a lovely job showing all of the incredible features of this home. It is the most magnificent family home. Even our cameraman, Matty, is in the process of going to sleep behind the camera as we speak.
Yeah. As you speak,
even he walked around and said, cool, wouldn't mind living in this.
Yeah, this is a beautiful home, Philip. This one's coming up very soon. The auction details are there, because it's on this Sunday, Philip, at 11:30 a.m.
Yes,
and hey, talking about video tours, you always have done and do a good video tour, but you got some competition now, Phil.
Gary, I'm loving
Julia
the competition.
from the block.
Yeah.
Julia from the block doing an awesome job.
Julia from the block, who we've developed the loveliest relationship with her and her partner.
Yeah, Sasha,
I've got to tell you, shout out to Julia.
We love you both,
because you're gorgeous, both of you.
Yep.
And we're loving this association we've got.
Yep.
Julia is now doing a number of video tours for her.
Yep.
And I've got to tell you, Julia, as we speak, and I'm going to do a Julia now, right? I hope you're watching Julia, because she kind of looks into the camera and just seduces the camera with her face. I haven't worked out how to do it, but the camera she just looks at it.
She's got that presence, Philip.
Seduces the camera.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it. I'm going to ask her. But Julia, can you give me a buzz and show me how?
I don't know how she does
making love.
But what I do know is not the same when you try to do it. I know that for a fact.
It's just creepy.
That's for sure.
It's just creepy.
When you do it, it's just
creepy.
Creepy and weird. When she does it, it's natural and beautiful. So you stick with it, Julia. And thank you. And if you're selling with us, and
you want to see Julia do one, Carlingford Street, Caulfield.
Yeah, Wild Cherry Road. She's done a great one there.
Have a look. She's just magnificent. magnificent.
Phil, this weekend we have 8 auctions.
Well, I think I do prefer you with your hair down. She's got her hair up in a kind of bunny thing, and I think
a bunny thing. What's a bunny thing?
No, it's a bunny thing, but I like you with your hair down.
Fair enough. Okay. We'll stay away from the bunny thing. Hey, by the way, talking about bunny things, we've got an email. It's a beautiful segue. We've got an email here from Jovan. Jovan lives
in the Jovan. It's like Yovan.
Yovan, who lives in the other side of Melbourne. Lives in the western suburb. Been living there over 50 years, but watches the show, and said that you said Easter chocolates are very nice and hard to stop at 1, and he said that's true. And that Caulfield is a lovely suburb.
I've killed a lot of.
I like it when we get some mail.
I've killed a lot of lint bunnies over the last couple of weeks.
Mercilessly.
But Yovan, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope that we've got your pronunciation of your first name correct.
Yes, and thanks
Send
for watching.
An email if we haven't.
Yeah, and anyone else that wants to write in, just write in and say whatever.
We love the little comments.
Whatever comments, insults or nonsense or brilliant ideas you want to share with us, we're welcoming them. Philip, this weekend, 8 auctions. It was Saturday's a bit of a quiet one for us because a lot of these properties didn't start. A lot of people didn't want to start over Easter.
Yes, I get it, Gary.
It's still great. I mean, they're going well. 47
How many
Ludbrook
auctions have we
Avenue.
got this weekend?
Only 8, Phil. It's a quiet one. You've just got the one on Saturday at 47 Ludbrook Avenue.
Yes, Ludbrook Avenue, great street, tree lined. This is a parcel of land of 687 square metres of land. I mean, that's not to ignore the house, which is livable and renovatable. Having said that, I think most of the interest is in the land, Gary.
6 at 24 to 26 Park Crescent, Caulfield, Northfield. That's a great location. This is a snap purchase.
Gary,
a terrific
one bedroom, one bathroom, one
good
car
nick,
space.
Opposite the park.
What a great spot there, because Park Crescent does have the park in front of it.
It does indeed, Phil. That's a wrap for Saturday. Very quiet day, but this Sunday we've
got
6.
Talk to me, Gary, about Sunday.
I'm going to talk to you, Phil, because Simon Radolnik has listed this wonderful property in Canbrook Road that you're auctioning, and it's going to be at 10:30 a.m.
I'm looking forward to this, Gary. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking, beautifully renovated. It's a very impressive period home.
So you're auctioning that for Simon, and then Simon, who's got laryngitis at the moment, is getting cleared up.
An auctioneer with laryngitis is not useful.
No, it's not really good, is it, Phil? But he is going to be okay for the weekend to auction 286 Bamber Road in Caulfield South. Take us through this. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Gary, great property, and of course we love Bamber Road. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, lock-up garage. That's a good property, Gary. We obviously keep saying it, but we love Bamber Road.
And that's going to be auctioned at the same time as this one here in Booran Road,
yes,
Phil.
Well, we talked about this one, Gary, but I'm looking forward to auctioning this. If it's not sold prior, there has been some murmuring about that, but we'll see what happens.
Double auction action, Philip, at 12:30 in Grosvenor Street. I'm the auctioneer for Rafi here, loving it.
Oh, Gary, beautifully renovated building, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and we love that part of the world because it's walking distance to everywhere you want to be.
I did say,
unless of course you want to be near the Opera House.
Yeah, that's not so close. Yeah,
not so.
Or if you want to be near the Champs-Elysees, not so good then either, is it really? Phil, we've got I tell a lie.
Sweeping views of the
Champs-Elysees. You reckon we can get away with that? I feel it's actually not.
If we ever have an auction on the Champs-Elysees,
wouldn't it be great?
Then we'll know we've made it.
Oh, in a big way. From Torquay to Champs-Elysees. Phil, we've got triple auction action on Sunday at 12:30, and this has been very well attended. I think if you want to see a popular auction, come and check out Jeremy Rosen's auctioning this apartment in Kooyong Road. Love this block.
Yep, Gary, this is on the Kooyong Road hill between Alma Road and Dandenong Road, and it's going to go well. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, but it's got the most fantastic courtyard garden.
And one of the other great properties that we're auctioning, perhaps no finer than this one on Sunday, Philip. This is at 7 the Avenue, Balaclava. A great home, beautiful features, great facade.
Gary,
take us through that.
Unlike you,
yes,
this
Philip.
house is incredibly sexy.
Yes, Philip.
It's beautifully renovated throughout. It's got and unlike you, it's got a great facade.
Very good.
And unlike you, the floor plan and the bone structure of this house is immaculate.
Yeah.
But 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking. It's been renovated magnificently. And I think it may well be time for you to go to Thailand for a full renovation as well.
And that home, much like yourself, Philip, has had an extreme makeover. Probably needed it at some stage. So isn't that terrific? Phil, that's a big wrap. The new laws, we've got no time to talk about it, but we did go through it last week. But
let's do it next
nothing's
week.
Really changing anyway for us. We've always been in alliance with all the best practices. So I'm not worried about that, and I don't think buyers need to either. I don't think things are going to change dramatically.
This was a show about bringing information to the marketplace, but we've run out of time.
We've just babbled with nonsense. Anyway, that's a big wrap on GPTV. We're back together again. It's been good. Thank you to Sally and thank you to Adam, and it's been great to have other people on this.
Jenny Coy was great.
Jenny was good. Jenny had the big number of people looking at her, by the way. We had a big number.
Her. They were
watching the episode that she was on.
Correct. They were interested in what Jenny had to say.
But anyway, the boys
at the same time as looking at her and you and I.
The boys are back in town. The market is still strong. It's all happening out there in the world of real estate, which we will continue to keep you advised.
As we come into the winter months, things are heating up, not cooling down.
Indeed. It's a big wrap on GPTV. Thank you, Philip. I'm Gary Pearce.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a fantastic week.
Bye.